overwhelming because right now there is uh, no guidebook or anything. It's just like pretty much how Sushir was like,
How
how
do
do
I
you
know?
know? It's like,
Well,
yeah, it's like,
to,
what, I
to
guess
me,
what are the
it's
things that you should put in your brain?
sure. To me, it's developing the
Yes, look,
strategy, right? And it's about formulating the strategy before you pull a plug on any of that. And if it's going to be buying a business, the questions that I ask myself are, first of all, what industry do I want this business to be in, right? Because it could be in any industry, right? But you need to kind of have an idea of what you're
yeah,
looking for, right? Or what you know about. So
yeah,
then it's the question of, well, what industries do I actually know anything about? Like, what do I have knowledge in? Well, this, and this. Okay, well, that's something to put on the list. And then it's, well, what industries do I have connections in? Because that's a different thing, right? Right. And then
yes,
it's,
yeah,
well, what industries do I actually like? Right. So those are different.
yeah,
All things are different. What do I like? What do I know? What do I have connections in? And what do I have experience in? Right.
mm-hmm,
Okay. Practical knowledge and then
yeah,
physical knowledge, different things. Like I've done this in application. I've done this thing. I know this. Right. 4 different types of knowledge.
okay,
So once I say what all categories fit these bills, then I put them in a list. And you look from there and kind of try to decide which ones overlap the ones that you like, right? So that you know that you're in
yeah,
something that you enjoy. And then it's, okay,
yeah,
well, now that I know that I'm interested in this sector or this industry or this particular field, right? It's, what is my
yeah,
acquisition criteria? That's it. Is what makes a good deal for me? See, because every person is different. For me,
yeah,
yeah, for me to fit my criteria, it was, I need the business to generate between $1 and $5 million gross annual a year, right? Gross. It needs to be
mm-hmm,
between 250,000 and 500,000 minimum SDE, which is pass through, right? That ensures that not only do we actually make profit from day one, but we also have enough to cover our debt service, right? Because there's going to be payments, there's going to be all kinds of things, there's employment, there's cost, there's working money,
yeah,
working capital, all those things need to be there. So I need to make sure that number's right. Um, so, hang on, acquisition criteria. So 1 to 5 million, 250 to 5 at SDE. Business needs to be minimum 7 to 10 years old so that I know that the business actually has longevity and it's proven, right? Most average
yeah,
small businesses only last 8 to 10 years, period. That's it. Average small business, 8 to 10 years, that's the lifespan of the business. It's not that it just failed, it's that that was the lifespan of the business. It's just, it's over. So the people died, people retired, people moved on to other things, whatever. I mean, it was a small business, had its life. So if you
yeah,
know that and you're going in to buy a business that's 8 years old, is it on the way down, or is it good and profitable and still in a growth mode, right? That's something you
mm-hmm,
need to look at. Look at the age of it. So the way I see it is, if it makes 1 to 5 million a year, if it generates a quarter to a half million in my pocket, if it's been around for 7 to 10 years, right, and still around, right, that's good, and then
mm-hmm,
must have been profitable for the past 3 consecutive years. So now we've got longevity and we've got a time frame on it. For the past 3 years it had to have been profitable. Can't be all on the downcline looking like it's dying, all that kind of stuff. Must be good in the
mm-hmm,
profit, all that kind of stuff. Still generating X, still bringing this in, had the lifespan of X. If it meets those criteria, then we possibly have a good company. And the only way you know from that is to go forward with your research. But that, for me, if it has those things, then I know that it will work, right? And it must have a full management team in place. I don't want to buy a job. I
yeah,
don't want to buy a business to where I'm scouting for talent, okay? I want to go into something that's profitable already, that already works, that already generates income, that is in a
mm-hmm,
field that I'm comfortable with, but that has a team that already does the job. I don't need to walk in and tell them how to do their job. I just want to take over ownership of the company and draw the money on it. That's it. I'm not here to be an asshole and change the world. It's to go in and buy something
yeah,
that already worked. They're already doing a great job. Now, if there's something that we could do to make it better, we could do that. But the whole idea of buying the company we bought is because we liked the company we bought.